Hi, welcome to Lazmations. It's me Andre, and today we are going to learn about how to make a low poly character. So let's get started. So here you can see that I have my screencast keys on, and when I press any keys like left, middle key, or space, so you'll see the key in the display. Like now, first thing we have to do is go to edit, preferences, and then add-ons tab will come, and from add-ons tab we have to search auto mirror, and from we have to turn on that checkbox which helps us to turn auto mirror on, and it will help us to make a low polygon character more easily. So press N, go to edit, and click on auto mirror. Now we'll see how it will help us. Now I'm going to go to edit mode. Now I'm in edit mode, and now you can see there is a line between the cube. If anything will do on the other side, it will copy it. You can press 1, 2 or 3 on the row, on the upper row. One is vertices selection, second is edges selection, and third is faces selection. Selected the cube and I'll scale it down because we don't want a huge low polygon character. And now press 1 on numpad. You can also see on the screen, and I'll press G to move it up. Now it's on position. Now we'll start editing. You can also move from keys like G and to extrude E and to scale S, or you can also select a option known as move option, which helps us to make polygon characters more easily. So here I'll press shift plus space, and the move option will be selected. So here move option is selected. Now we'll start editing. I'll push it up because it will be the stomach, belly part. It will be the belly part, and it will be 3 to 4 units because we don't want it so long. Now press Ctrl R and scroll up to 2. It will help us in making belly and arms. So there it's nice. And then I'll push it inward for the pelvic region. Press 2 for edge selection, or we need one more. We need to press Ctrl R one more time to make a pelvic region. So place Ctrl R and shift it down near the edge, and now we'll pull it inwards, and select the edge, and I'll turn off camera and light because it's disturbing. Then I'll push it inwards for the pelvic region. Then when we start making the legs, to make the legs you can press 3 for face selection, or you can go at the top row, then select the face and then press E to extrude. It will move the leg further, and press S to scale, and then R to rotate, and rotate it. You can also rotate it by pressing R0. And what does R0 does? R0 puts the angle to 0. It puts the angle to 0, and then now press again E to extrude till the knee region, and press E again and again, because it helps us when we animate. It will help us because without these three extrudes it will not move as we want, but with E extrudes it will not fold and it will move freely. Then again E to extrude, and we will do it till the leg region and then to the ground. And here we can see our belly and legs are almost done. Now press 3 or you for the face region, or you can click on from the top row, and then we need our legs, so we will extrude it. And so legs are also done. We will scale it down. Okay, and our legs are done. Now we are going to make arms. Then E to extrude, now S to scale. Then yeah, till the elbow region we need to extrude. Then again extrude and extrude like we did with the legs, 3 times extrudes, and then again till the arm region, and till the arm we'll scale it. It is like it's cartoon like character, so we'll not do with fingers, or else we'll just make a big cube. Because low poly character means not that much, not a specification, not that much specifications. And so here arms are also done. Now arms, belly and legs are done. Now we are going to need a head, and I'm not going to do more specifications with the head too. We'll just make a neck, and we are number 1. Say you can't extrude now because it will make a huge neck. So here I'll tell you one hotkey which helps us in making neck, which can help us in making neck, and it will be in use further too. And the key is Shift D. Do Shift D, and it copies the surface which you have selected. And now we will scale it. Then you can see there are 2 surfaces. We will scale it down as small as we need a neck, and see that clipping is on. Here you can see it's clipping on. If it's not on, then it will make a hole in between, like you can see, and it will make 2 necks. So see that clipping is on. Yeah. And now we'll extrude it. We will do some modifications with the move tool, and now we will do some modifications with the move tool. We will position it to the middle. Now numpad 1 and extrude. I will make a small neck and not that much specifications. I'll make a large head because it's a low poly character and cartoon like character. Now it's our neck will also scale down, so we need to extrude it again. Yeah, now little much, we need to extrude it little much, and then now we'll scale it. We'll make a big fat head. So now I'll scale it, and now we'll extrude it up. Extrude large fat head. It's too big, the character is too big, so I'll scroll mouse wheel down. You can also see in the screencast keys. So here our characters is almost done. Now we'll do some little modifications with the head. We'll press Ctrl R and scroll down to 2, and it's because we will do a little circle type head. Now press 2 or from the upper row here, and and select the edges of the top head and the bottom head. now I'm going to select the edges. You want to and if you want to move the character, you can use in the middle button. And now I'll press S to scale. I want a little roundish shape, so S to scale, not that much. I play with this for a little bit. Yes, that much is okay. And now no, the top part is flat, so I'll click on the middle edge and I'll pull it up with the move tool. Okay. I'll move it a little up. Yeah, let me play with this a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. Yes, it's looking a little roundish now. uh, Now our belly is also so flat, so we need to make a little roundish belly. So I'll select the edges of the belly and I'll pull it towards. And for pulling I'll use button G. You can also see in the screencast keys down below. And I'll play a little bit with it. Yeah, it a little roundish curve. It should be a little curve because it's belly. Yes, that's nice. That's nice. And now our back part is also flat, so we'll do the same thing with that too. I'll select the edges. I'll select the edges and again press G. Now you can see our character is almost done. Now I want to make a firefighter. So now we'll do some clothing types of things. So a firefighter has large pants, so I will do Control R and then pull it down below, a little above the leg. Yeah, uh, that's okay. And now I'll press S to scale. So firefighter have pants like this only, that's one. And I'll do it with the knee part too. And for this I'll do the face selection by pressing 3, or you can do it from the above. And I'll select all the faces and pull it and scale it down. Yep. And same with the hands too. I'll scale it down by pressing Ctrl R and scrolling it down to a little above the hand and scale it. Yes, that much is good. Yeah. And now again I will do face selections by pressing 3, and again scale. Scale. Now scale item. And now I want to make a belt, so Control R and I'll do it a little above the pelvic region, and I'll select it and I'll right click and select the option extrude faces along normals. It will extrude the faces on all sides together. And now I'll play with these thingies for a little bit. Yes, this much is fine, I think. And now we want a logo on the belt, so I will again shift D to copy that region. I'll copy that region and right click again to set it where it was, and I'll scale it down. And you can see it's going behind the belt. So first I'll scale it down, and then again I'll extrude it along normals, and I'll extrude it till the time it comes above the belt. And now you can see it's above the belt. And yeah, now our character is ready, but there's one thing remaining. We have to color it now. So I am going to show you one thing which will help you in coloring. Now this is a color palette. It's made by Infinzia, a YouTuber. You can download this palette. The link will be in the description. And this, you can say it's a player blurry, and it's very small. It almost 8 megapixels small. So it is small, but we'll work with it. And now I'm going to show you how we can work with it. So you download it and go to shading tab, and now you can direct the folder where you have saved that palette. Here is the palette. Now I'll drop it on the shading tab. Now you can see it's here. And now what we are going to do, that we'll join the color point to the base color. Now you can see the character is a little blurry, uh, but it will be fine soon. Now what you have to do is you have to set the linear option to the closest option. Now you can see the blur, it's not more blurry. Now we'll come back to layouts tab, and now you can see how its colored, but we don't want this color. Now we will have to color this. So for coloring, we'll go to the UV editing tab. In the top row you can see there are tabs like layout, modeling, sculpting, UV editing, texture paint, shading, like this. So we'll go to UV editing tab. Now we are in UV editing tab. Now we will switch it to the shaders tab from the up 4 options, and now we'll scroll it down. We can see there are many colors in here. And now when we press A to select the character, you can see there is a large box. We will select this box with fill option, and we'll press the scale option and scale it, and press 0, which will scale it to a little dot. And now it's very simple. Now we have to select the parts which we need to color same with the same color. And now I'm going to select the leg, and now I'll press G to the dot and drag it to the black color. Now you can see my whole pants are black. Now you have understand how to color. So I'll be right back after cutting the character. So now you can see I have colored the character, which is a firefighter. I have black shirt, pant, and red shoes and belt, and logo of yellow color, and my head and hands are skin color. Now if you want some modifications in the head like ears or eyes, then we'll do same thing. We'll shift D, scale it down, and I'll play a little bit with it, and it'll scale down to the size of your ear. Yes, this image is good, and we'll extrude it a little bit. And now you can see we have little ears. It's nice for if we are making a low poly character. Now if we want an eyes, we'll do again. We'll select the part of an head, and we'll shift D. Now you can see it's joining between, cause we have clipping option selected. See, it's in the middle part only. It's pasting in the middle part. So what we are going to do, we are going to turn off the clipping button for a little bit, and then we'll scale it down, and you can see we have eyes. The character now have eyes. I'll play a little bit, and this much is nice. Now I'll press Ctrl R to make the pupils, and now I'll move it down, and now you can see we have eyes too. And now what I'm going to do is I'll do the face select, and I'll select the eyes, and I'll extrude it. Now you can see we also have eyes, and now the only thing is remaining is coloring it. So now we have eyes. What the simplest way to select these all things is Control numpad plus. and you can see our whole eyes are selected. Now we'll press G and drag it to white. I'll drag it to white. Now I'm going to select that pupils, and I'll select the pupils and drag it to black. And now you can see we have bright shiny big eyes. And now our character is made, but something is remaining. Yes, it's hat. And so we'll do again, we'll press shift D, and you can see it's not clipping, so we'll turn on clipping button again. Clipping option, will tick the clipping option, and now you can see it clipping, and it's copied now. And we'll scale it to make a hat, not that big. Let me play with it. Yes, this much. Yeah. So, and now we want a figure of an hat, so we'll control R, and I'll scroll it down here, down below, and I'll select the faces. To select the face, click 3 on the top row number, or you can select from the top row, and I'll select the faces. And now what I am going to do is extrude along normals. Right click and extrude along normals. It will make a hat like a firefighter. It's so easy. Now you can see we have a hat, easy made hat. And now what I'm going to do is make a logo, but before I'm going to make it a little curved on the top. Yes, and now I'm going to select the front of the hat. I'm going to again shift T to copy that selected region, scale it down, and we have little logo type thingy, and you can see. And I will extrude it. We have a logo on our hat. Then I'll want to color the hat, so I'll control plus, and now my whole hat is selected. And now I'll drag the color to black, and it will color my whole hat to black, excluding my logo. So now I'm going to select my logo. I want a yellow hat. Yes, now I have a yellow hat, and the down part is not colored, so I'm going to select it again and color it. Now my whole hat is colored. Now what I'm going to do is color the logo. So again I'm going to select the logo, control numpad plus, and now I'm going to drag the color to red. Yes, and now you can see I have my low poly character. Now in second episode I'm going to rig this character, and in third I'm going to animate it. So you should subscribe the channel Lazmation to get the notification first to learn how to rig and animate the low poly character. Since that, bye bye.